let me think. Yeah, Toxicroak. Toxicroak is really strong in the rain. Really, if you are looking for a physical sweeper on your rain team, just pack Toxicroak. It's so powerful because of its ability Dry Skin, and then it can just set up substitutes, Salt Stance, and even Bulk Ups or Nasty Plots if you like. And it's and the boosted Drain Punch in Gen 5 really helps it a lot. Plus it gets priority with Sucker Punch, so really strong in the rain. And yeah, I like to run Tornadus as well. It's really good in the rain too, because 100% accurate Hurricane with Stab really hurts the enemy team, and flying types are not that resisted, especially when you consider that there are so many fighting types out there. Okay, I will leave some good pokes for rain teams in my description as well. Okay then, next weather is Sandstorm. It's probably Sandstorm and Rain are probably the best. I think Rain is a bit better, but oh well. Sandstorm is still really powerful, and yeah, probably the best Sandstorm poke is Excadrill, because it really hurts with a Stab Earthquake, and I think, oh god, it has really high base attack, and yeah, due to its ability, it basically outspeeds everything, even Scarfers, and yeah, that's definitely a threat you should be aware of. And as your weather starter, here you have two options, either Tyranitar or Hippowdon. I basically like Tyranitar better, simply because it has better stats, in my opinion, better typing, and yeah, benefits from the special defense boost in Sandstorms. So you can use your Tyranitar as a lead with max special defense and max HP and that kind of stuff, and Stealth Rocks, so you get your weather up, you get your rocks up, and yeah, you're basically good to go then. But in Weather Wars, you really need to counter the enemy's leads, so yeah, be aware of that. Another good poke in Sandstorm is probably Landorus, because of its ability, Scent Force I think it's called, so it can really hurt the enemy a lot. You can play it like an Agilagross with Rock Polish instead of Agility, of course, and Earthquake, Stone Edge, and yeah, Hidden Power Ice maybe. It's really powerful in Sand, and after Rock Polish outspeeds everything, and really is a huge threat and a good sweeper. And you can, if you don't want your Tyranitar to be a lead with Stealth Rocks or something, you can run Gen 4 Gliscor with Sandwheel and Roost and Stealth Rocks. Sandwheel Gliscor is actually pretty good in Sandstorm teams, I think. Sometimes even better than the Poison Heal one, but that's up to you. Gliscor is definitely a good wall in Sandstorm teams, especially considering Tyranitar is weak to fighting types and all that kind of stuff, and fighting being a very common type in Gen 5. So yeah, I will leave some good Sandstorm pokes in the description as well. And yeah, next is Sun. Sun teams are can be really powerful, but building them is really a challenge, because most Sun abusers are fire types or some other types that are weak to Stealth Rocks, and you really have to take Stealth Rocks into account. You can't just pack 6 powerful Sun abusers who are all weak to Stealth Rocks. You will just get obliterated by them. So yeah, you really need to have a look at this, because already one of your core pokes, which is what's it called? Ninetales, yes, Ninetales, because it sets up the Sun, already has a Stealth Rock weakness, and you really should have 2 pokes that are weak to Stealth Rocks at maximum, because otherwise your switch inability is really limited. Okay, but one of your core pokes in Sun as well is Venusaur, because it abuses the Sun in form of Chlorophyll, and you can run Solar Beam, since it doesn't need to charge one turn. And you can round up your coverage with Hidden Power Fire, which is also boosted in the sun. So yeah, really powerful. And you, of course, you use Growth as a boost move, because it's just boosts your special attack by 2 stages in the sun. So yeah, Venusaur is definitely a good poke to go there. And as for walls, I think they don't need to abuse the sun that much. They just need to cover your weaknesses, and they depend really on your typing, on the typing of your sweepers, basically. And yeah, but a good poke to use in sun teams as wall is probably Cresselia, because it abuses the sun kinda with a Smoothlight. Yeah, since it restores 75% of HP instead of 50. So yeah, that's basically it with sun teams. I will leave some good sun pokes in my description as well. Okay, the last weather is Hail, but it's not that viable in OU simply because they're so little Hail abusers, and they're all weak to Stealth Rocks, and yeah, not recommended. Don't use Hail, it's not that good. Okay, that's basically it with team building. But I still want to talk about Trick Room teams maybe, because if you are not aware of them, they can really throw you over. Trick Room teams, of course, make use of the move Trick Room, which will make slower Pokemon go first, but yeah, you know. And if Trick Room is up, basically your sweepers, if you run a standard team, are worth nothing, because they will be outsped by basically everything. And the Trick Room pokes on the enemy team don't need speed investments, and so they have their EVs in HP and are therefore quite bulky, and usually really, really powerful, since you can run Pokemon just like, you can run pokes just oh god, what do I want to say here? You can use pokes like Marowak or Escavalier or something, and they're really, really strong. They hurt a lot if they hit you. But Trick Room teams are not that recommended for beginners, since you really have to keep that Trick Room going without giving your enemy too much offensive momentum, which sometimes can be really hard. And yeah, so you need to be a bit more experienced here. But really nice to play Trick Room, it's really fun, and yeah, definitely try this out if you are bored or something. And the last thing I want to talk about are Gravity teams. It's, to be honest, I didn't see a single one in Gen 5 yet, but I think they can still be viable, especially in Sandstorm teams. And I'm probably going to make one, a Sandstorm Gravity team, because Gravity, what the move does, I think most people even don't know. It lowers evasiveness by 2 stages of all pokes for 5 turns, and yeah, moves such as Splash or High Jump Kick or Fly that require moving from the ground do not work any longer, and Levitate is negated, and the ground immunity of flying types is negated. So Sandstorm teams really can abuse their powerful Stone Edges and Earthquakes on every enemy basically, because Stone Edge will hit 96% of the time, I think, and Earthquake cannot be dodged any longer by LATIOS or something. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope my little guide here helped you, especially the oh god. Talking that long isn't really that easy. I hope it helped you, especially the newer players, and even if you're more advanced, then I still hope I could help you with some things. But oh well, yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe if you like it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.